challenges and problems, as well as inefficiencies and redundancies. An entrepreneur would see these things and will sense an opportunity. He or she will check if other companies are experiencing a similar problem. Furthermore, the entrepreneur will creatively think of solutions that would fundamentally address the problem at hand and package that solution as a new product or service. Then, the entrepreneur can choose or act, form a new venture, and deliver the service. This has been my experience with my group of companies as L21 and the Lina group of companies have grown. We encountered gaps in the process. One constant pain point for us was billing and collections. We know that this is a pain point for other companies as well. We also notice that many of our accounts are for delivering other companies' billing statements. With this observation, we connected the dots and saw an opportunity to solve our pain point and other companies as well by spinning off our billing and collections department and offering this focused service to other external clients as well. The resulting company is called Credit Solutions and Business Services, and we are just about to launch it soon. In entrepreneurship, it is important to think outside of the box. One of the things people don't consider in supply chain management is proper waste management. How a company handles the waste products that they generate through their operations can have a big impact on the bottom line as well as the environment. One of my companies, Waste and Resource Management, grew out of this observation. A traditional logistics company given the task of transporting waste for each client would just stop there till now. Our group saw the value in what we are transporting and research technologies that will convert this waste to useful materials and minimize the damage to the environment. In the cargador, we convert these things to hollow blocks. So if you need hollow blocks or paper blocks, I can deliver it to you. Credit solutions and waste management are very different from each other and from the logistics business in general. But they both stem from seeing an opportunity in the marketplace to address a need and earn revenue in the process. It may be a more unorthodox approach to developing business opportunities, but in my experience, these companies emerged out of an organic curiosity to see how we can solve problems once and for all. For those of you who are happy with the jobs in your respective companies, I encourage you to think like an entrepreneur as well, even if you have no intention of leaving your company to start your own business. An entrepreneur is always looking on how to make things easier, better, cheaper, faster. In your organizations, if you see a gap in the process and can come up with good ideas to solve it, have the courage to develop a plan and present it to your top management. If your idea is sound, you may receive the support to implement your idea. One of the best feelings in the world is when you have an idea and then see it manifest into reality. Even as an employee, if you have initiative and persistence, you can spearhead entrepreneurial innovations that will benefit your company and your career. For those who are still mulling over ideas on what they can do and have a finance background specializing in audit, I suggest that you look into the audit process in the supply chain and see the gaps. I foresee that there is an opportunity in making that process more efficient and transparent. I believe there is a market for that service, and whoever can come up with an excellent and reliable one could build a successful business out of it. As I end my talk, I hope I was able to share with you ideas and inspiration of entrepreneurship that will boost your respective careers, companies, and ventures. Remember, as we are told in the Bible, Matthew 25, verses 14 to 30, the parable of the talents, that God has blessed each of us with unique talents and gifts. And it is our responsibility to nurture these gifts and have them bear fruit. My friends, ultimately, that is the essence of entrepreneurship. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
Connect, sir. It's one of your companies, or I would like to know more about it because we do a lot of importation.
Econnect, sir, is one of the companies that we put in together with former Commissioner Willie Marino 10 or 12 years ago. And Econnect is what you call a value-added service provider approved by the Bureau of Customs to do the connectivity to their servers on import and export, and that eliminates a lot of red tape. It becomes transparent, and the first year that we installed it, we saved public about 1 billion pesos on lagay, on under the table bill. But what happened there is a lot of people got mad at me and Commissioner Parino what we did. But to us, if we do something good for the public, we'll push it through. But we met a lot of resistance when we did it, but the public really appreciated it, and that is a gift to all of us by my friend, former Commissioner Parino. He was really the brain of the development of the system. And up to now, I think nationwide is being implemented.
How does it work?
Well, when you launch your importation, your broker launch it there, and then it goes to a server, and it goes to customs, so that the processing more or less wala na yung table to table sa loob inside customs. And your entry is processed right on the servers or the computers of the Bureau of Customs, and then you make the payment through the banks. So a lot of time has been eliminated, and there is really transparency dealing with the Bureau of Customs.
In other words, sir, it's no contact.
Meron pa rin, hindi pa rin nawala, but maraming desk na nawala, maraming table-to-table transactions. And mind you, what was eliminated really are the time. Now, in the air portion, you can clear air shipments now, 2 hours, 3 hours, your shipment is out. And the ship rate, I think, with ICTSI, then 1 or 2 days, your shipment is out. Except now our problem in the port is over on the traffic side, and they're asking us even to do we can only move our shipment like 2 days a week. So that's what we're talking about there.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Being a former Bureau of Customs Commissioner, and at the same time in the logistics freight forwarding business, I'd like to know what's the level of corruption now in government, specifically with the customs? I'm sure many reporters here would like to know.
Well, I did both. You know, I served as the Commissioner of Customs for 6 months. Because I left, because I joined Higher 10, all of you know it. We, Commissioner Parayma and I myself joined Secretary Purisima when we left on July, the fateful day of July 8, 2005, when we declared we resigned. As of now, as I said, because of the computerization, a lot of corruption has been eliminated. And since I've left, I really don't know. Because in our case, we deal mostly on tax-free importations, our company, which we dwell mostly on PESA, embassies, POI. So we are not really exposed to these things, except in the other company, Air Freight 2100 on customs. We do very little. Most of them are really informal entries, where the values are really below 100 or $500. But to others that are dealing with customs on the seaport, I cannot categorically say that the corruption has really eliminated. But mind you, as we go along, as computerization are coming in, and I would say the public should be really vigilant about it. And if you are right, mind you, fight for it. The problem there is, baka yung broker na lang nyo ang nagsasabi na naglalagay sila ganito, tapos sila na lang ang kumukuha, talagang hindi naman ibinibigay doon Yun ang isang problema doon But to be blunt about it. And then, so you have to deal. And again, I'm so happy when I was talking a while ago, that the members here are really very transparent. I think most of you purchasing head signed under the FCPA. Most of your member companies even sign a Foreign Corrupt Practices Act that you don't make hanky-panky or make lagay, di ba? Total naman kami we sign. And I think the members here are very transparent, and you don't also accede to this kind of practice. You know? And I think also most of the members here are members of the Super Green Lane. So I'm happy there. As a matter of fact, you should be careful. My advice to the Super Green Lane users, you have to add more of the technology so that your company is also protected. Because someone may be using your TIN number or your ID number, etc. So you should also have the audit of this importation. Baka magamit yung pangalan ninyo, please. And then you're gonna be responsible for your import. And if I would advise also from you, make a voluntary audit of all your importations with the Bureau of Customs. There is the post-entry audit, if you want everything to be transparent. Most of the American companies don't wait anymore that they are, or customs audits them. Within a 3-year period, your entries will be audited. No? I am also advising you to make your entries image. Kung ang inyong broker ay hindi lang i-image ng entries nyo, pa-image na yung inyong mga entries. You have to have your data image. Because if something happens, you have no defense. If customs make an assessment to you and you cannot defend because wala kayong papel, delikado kayo niya. Because they can make another entry for you. They can make another entry for you. If you are karaman there inside, so I'm just advising. Etong tip dito, sige. You can ask me a lot of questions now, so you take the advantage. I will give you a direct answer. And these are the tips how to save money at customs.
Take advantage of that, don't you?
Libre advice ito, di ba?
Good afternoon, sir. So, your inspiration for a lot of business owners like me. And I'm just curious, sir,